My dear friends, NLP is a generalized experience, a successful collected experience of people's life strategies. It's not a separate direction, is it? No, you're right. It's not only hypnosis or only sales or family therapy or whatever it is, it's a self-development. Let us take studying, for instance. Studying English. What we may do is to develop studying skills. Probably studying skills have a longer perspective than simply a language speaking skill. Of course, they are necessary to be taught. NLP exactly lets us do so. It gives us studying skills. I see, that's cool. That's a curious question has ripened in me while studying sub-identities. Well, if you just let me arrive at that. It's as clear as mud that we interact with different people from different sub-identities. Oh yes, we do. While talking to Katya, I'll use one identity of mine. With Alexander, that'll be another identity. With my mum, the third. With my students, the fourth. I can enumerate them endlessly. In connection with that, here is a question. How can I call on and arouse the necessary sub-identity for answering when I start from far away? There definitely must be some kind of technique. Becomes such, after a while, of your replaying this or that type of behavior. It feels like as your sub-identity is being formed, we do some action first, then it gradually becomes our habit. Little by little, it starts penetrating into our different life contexts. Slowly, it occupies more and more our life contexts. Some of them become irrelevant, inappropriate. Talking with your students, like with your mom, for example, or the other way around, they get mixed up. And here we come down to the personal awareness. When you can ask yourself a question, what activates this subtitle in me? What is the trigger? And once the trigger is clear, you may put an anchor on it and set your sub-identity go. So you mean first grope for the trigger, then figure it out? And as it gets formed, to try to launch it at the necessary moment. Yeah, to train it, to grow it bigger. Oh, thank you. Great. Well, the following point interests me. How do I define whether goals are imposed on me or they are goals of my own? During the NLP course, our trainer Alenika mentioned that if a goal hooks you emotionally, it turns out that is a goal of mine. Do I understand it right? Are there any more techniques? Here will be no explicit correct answer. We have come to that world as tabula rasa, clear sheet of paper, and all the goals which appeared in our mind have become imposed. That's on the one hand, but on the other hand, if the goals respond with you, with your values, even if goals belonging to someone, we get it achieved through maybe not explicit but implicit intentions. Let's imagine Olya is asking us to pour her some tea. Pouring her the tea, we realize her goal. At the same time, we are making the best choice from what we have, realizing our goal, doing it for her simultaneously. Such a way we have two opposite viewpoints. On the one hand, all goals are ours. On the other hand, all goals are imposed on us. So, how to define? It happens simultaneously. If your awareness level is high enough, you're able to define that here you'll get more benefits. Or, by achieving this goal, I'll realize other intentions of mine. It may be a feeling of your omnipotence or happiness. So here will be no difference. I suggest looking at others' goals the same way as at yours. And once a question appears in your mind, am I by any chance realizing someone else's goal? Do you have any clue of defining what if I want whether it is your goal or not? How do you feel it? Well, it was from the childhood. If the goal wasn't mine, I reacted with an aggressive inner objection towards whoever trying to impose anything on me. I had an abrupt, categoric no. I will not do it, simply because I won't. But how did you feel it? That is my weak point, to be able to feel it somewhere in the body. We were actually taught at the course to be able to feel our reactions. However, this is my weak point up to now, requiring further elaboration. And how can we possibly feel it? When you are in the first position involved, when you categorically protest. At this moment, you got yourself an opportunity to see strategical consequences, your strategical goals. You refuse something, considering it unacceptable. I'm not talking about the context, of course. Oh yes, sure. You refuse some further perspectives. I'm not, for example, ready to do this job. However, in the long perspective, it would give much more. The recommendation here could be to be looking from different perspectives. How NLP tells us position 1, 2, and 3. Well, okay. Do I understand correctly that looking from different perspectives is going to help me to listen to myself better? And what my criteria are? It's going to help you see the advantages that hadn't been seen from the start. Those advantages could be motivation for achieving the goal, even on conditions of the one who suggested